So in this short video, I'm going to show users how to carry out a renewal transfer correctly. So the scenario here is that we have a travel policy that's up for renewal with AIG, and we're going to include an alternative offer from Zurich for a cheaper price, and the customer wants to transfer over to Zurich. So to begin with here, I'm just going to go ahead and post a provisional renewal for €200 and press OK. So you can see here the status has changed to renewal offered. The total due is now €200. So what I could have done is include an alternative there with Zurich. So those who are using relay letters, you can go into the text area here and select Zurich and put in your alternative premium. So in this case, I'm going to put 150. So if your letters are set up correctly, that would actually pull in that offer into the letter, the renewal letter. So what if you get talking to Louise then, and she decides that yes, I've got your alternative of Zurich, and I want to move over to Zurich for 150 instead. So what are the correct steps? So step number one would be to actually copy the policy. So if you right click and select copy policy, it will actually create a new line, which is what you want. So whenever you're transferring the business from one insurer to another, we want to end up with two separate policy lines. You don't override the current one. So you can see here the status is automatically renewal transfer. So we'll come back to that in a moment. So just going back to line number one, you can see we have a debit for 200 and it says renewal offered. So we just need to deal with that. So how do you do it? So what you do is you post premium and select lapse for transfer. So what you don't do is go into the accounts tab and select posted an error. That is incorrect. The best way, or the correct way to take this down, is to right click or post the premium here and select lapse for transfer. In fact, it automatically goes to lapse for transfer, and you can see here it pulls in all the correct figures. So all we have to do is press OK. You can see now that the status has changed to lapse for transfer, the debit's down. So now I can go back to our line number two and actually set this up. So if it is a motor policy or a home policy or a van, I can right click and risk details and actually go in and set it up as I would normally. But just for this particular example, because it's a travel policy, all I have to actually do is just post the premium. So I'm just going to right click and post the premium. You can see here the system automatically gives me a transfer premium. So I put in my policy number, I've selected Zurich as the insurer, and I've put in the cheaper premium, €150. Press OK. And you can see now that the status has changed to renewal. The date's moved on, 150 is up. So now to finish, all I have to do is just receipt the money, assuming Louise is going to pay us today. So that basically completes the process of transferring it from one insurer to another. You can see in the accounts tab now, if I look at the transactional history, so I can sort this by clicking on the policy code just to see the history and what I did. So I posted a provisional renewal, then I posted a provisional lapse for transfer. These are both against 001, and then I posted a transfer premium against 002, and then just to finish, I've cashed off and I've allocated everything together. So just one thing to note, for brokers who have auto posting turned on in relation to full cycle motor and full cycle home for RSA and Liberty, when you actually transfer the renewal from one insurer to another, the system will automatically post a lapse for transfer premium and also a transfer premium to the new insurer. So that completes this video on renewal transfers.